Oh, it's so small. It's so small. I think it says 2000. Can you see it? Maybe I can't get it right. 2013 on that glowing thing. Ah, man, my eyesight's been going. I'm old, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do the reading glasses thing. Probably bifocals, all that fun stuff. Because yeah, if I'm reading at night, if I got my contacts in, I gotta give someone the book and just be like, go back 10 feet. All right, stop right there. All right, yeah, turn the page. I'm on the next one. Yep, thank you. Hold it. Yeah, it's bad, but it seems like recently it's gotten, like, it's speeding up bad. So I want to make sure it gets to its worst, and then I'm going to get to the eye doctor and just get all the right proper things. The one time where I recently experienced, ooh, this isn't good, we broke down, cushion fart, myself, and we were out on the road, and I had to call in for roadside. Because yeah, it was done, this vehicle. Anyway, in calling it in, yeah, the insurance card, they wanted me to read the policy number, and I felt like I was taking an eye exam, because I was like, 3 T Z 4, and the woman on the phone was like, sir, that's not it. That is so not your policy number. What's your name? And I was like, oh yeah, just do it through my name. Just please do it through my name. Getting old. Let's mark off some stuff. Yeah, Monday is gone. 19 days to exit plan. I can see these numbers. They're big. 19 days. I'll have an update tomorrow. We'll see if magic shows up today, and then I'll be able to report on all that stuff for tomorrow. Exit plan. But it's Tuesday, and I like talking about podcasts on a Tuesday. And I ran today. I did do that, as I was talking about yesterday, and doing some goals, trying to run pretty much every day throughout the end of the year. But listen to one of my favorites, the Dave Chang Show. But that's not the one I'm going to talk about. Don't go away. Another one that I just recently listened to this past weekend was one from Mark Drager. We Do Hard Things. I believe I've talked about him before. But he's not my top tier. My top tier, though, I mean, you got Tim Ferriss, Chase Jarvis, the Dave Chang Show. So it takes a little bit to get up in the top tier. But I keep going back to him. He does really good interviews. Recently, he's been doing these little 10-minute blurps of topical or recent entertainment news and his thoughts on it. But he's been doing this since the very end of 2020. And the recent podcast that I listened to, he had on Rolf Potts, and they called it How to Afford a Life of Nonstop Travel. Who's Rolf Potts? Well, 20 years ago, he wrote Vagabonding, an uncommon guide to the art of a long-term world travel. All right. Well, that book inspired Mr. Timothy. He went by Timothy. Is it always? I don't know. I think he goes by Tim Ferriss now in his books. Anyway, Tim Ferriss wrote the 4-Hour Work Week, and that was inspired by that book. In fact, then what happened, Tim Ferriss went to Rolf Potts and helped him do the audiobook of Vagabonding that I do have, and I haven't listened to yet. I need to do that. But here we go. Rolf Potts has now come out with a new book called The Vagabond's Way, 366 Meditations on Wanderlust, Discovery, and the Art of Travel. That is going to be my daily read for 2023. Right now I'm doing The Daily Laws with Robert Greene. But yeah, this one I had seen, and then I heard this podcast, and it is on my Christmas list. It's one of those where I made it clear to everybody, including Santa, that if it isn't here on Christmas, I'm going to be purchasing it between Christmas and New Year's, because that's how much I want it to be my daily for 2023. And that's from Rolf Potts. Going back to the beginning, though, Mark Drager podcast. That's who I listen to. That's who I go back to. Anything I talk about, the links are all there at brentevans.net. Quote of the day is taken from The Daily Laws. This is the most powerful point you can reach in sports or any other endeavor. When you are no longer thinking, you are in the moment. Robert Greene. I like that one a lot. He goes on to say in his book, he says, make a daily practice to focus intensely on the present moment. Enjoy the now. Back at you tomorrow. We'll talk about exit plan. As always, BrentEvans.net. Make good choices. I'll see you tomorrow.